love to cook, not so much, unless it's with Claire Tansey. Give her a big hand.
We always have fun.
We do. And I love the fact that Chatelaine will take these recipes and make them really fast and really easy, no matter how fancy they sound. They are easy to make. So we're going to work with bok choy off the top, and then we're going to make a clam chowder.
I know, clam chowder, because remember clam chowder?
I remember clam chowder.
It's tasty.
It is.
Yeah. So what we're going to do here is two super easy weeknight suppers. You're familiar with all of these things, but maybe we're putting them together slightly differently.
Okay.
So it doesn't feel like the same old, same old.
Yeah.
So first of all, our old friend chicken. You remember him?
Yes, there's about 1 billion ways to deal with your chicken, but it's always good to come up with one more.
Well, why not?
Why not?
Why not? And
it's a staple.
That's right. Now, I've done these rice noodles. That's just soaking them in a bit of boiling water.
Okay.
And then you drain them, so they're ready. Now, let's make a little quick marinade for this little friendly chicken.
Okay.
That is some soy sauce and some fish sauce.
Okay.
You remember my old friends?
Mixed together.
Mixed together. If you're not a fan of the fish sauce, you can put that all in there all at once. Do it. Yes.
Did I do good?
You did great.
Okay,
now,
great.
Are you ready for this and this too?
I'm ready. So what is this, sugar?
That's brown sugar.
Do you want it all in?
I certainly do.
Okay.
And all of the hot chili garlic yummy sauce.
So you got a really nice mix of like Asian flavors
Exactly.
here, right?
And what we're doing there is your classic blend of salty, sweet, sour, spicy. And there's something about the brown sugar that really kicks this into a whole other gear, because once we get it in this nice hot pan, the sugar's gonna almost get crunchy, like a little bit caramelized.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Exactly. So I thought that sounded good too. So nicely marinated. You can let that sit if you want, but chicken, this is just chicken breast, which we've cut up.
Yeah.
It marinates really quickly.
It does.
So I'm just going to put this in, comme ça.
And we're off
And
to
we're
the
off
races.
to the races. So nice hot pan. Chicken's cut up nice and small, so it's going to cook actually really quickly.
Yeah.
But what you're going to see is that brown sugar is actually, see how it's making like bubbles in there?
Yeah.
So it's almost kind of caramelizing.
It smells amazing. So this is a sort of meal where, take the chicken out of the freezer, maybe get it ready that morning, throw it in the fridge to marinate while you're at work. When you come home after work, you can do all that if you want.
You can do all that.
If you really want the flavors to get in there, and then throw it in the pan when you get home.
Or honestly, if you don't have time,
Do it right at the same time.
Just do it all at the same time.
All right.
Now the chicken's going to cook really, really quickly. So what I'm going to do, and you see, this is essentially my biggest pan. So in our recipes, when we call for a very large saucepan or skillet, get out your biggest one.
Okay.
Because it means it's going to be a one-pot wonder. Because we're going to put the chicken off to the edges once it's like sort of halfway cooked.
Right.
And then I'm going to add me some bok choy.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about bok choy.
Okay.
There aren't a ton of greens that I love. I mean, I eat greens constantly and consistently, but I stick to spinach and a little bit of kale. And bok choy, baby bok choy, I love. I don't know why I wasn't eating it all the time.
Well, I think it's because it doesn't taste like a green. It's really crunchy and crispy, so it's almost more like a celery or a lettuce.
Yeah, maybe.
My favorite thing about it, it's baby.
It's a baby.
It's a baby.
It's
so
just a little baby.
We cut them in half. We're going to throw them in. This is just a half a recipe.
Yeah.
So this is really just for 2. Or for 1, if you're feeling that way inclined.
Some days you're really hungry.
And I was reading something recently about shopping, because I think I've said before that I think grocery shopping is actually the hardest part of cooking.
I agree.
Always buy 2 things of greens. 1 rapini, 1 bok choy, or 1 spinach and 1 kale.
Yeah.
You know you're going to use them in the week.
That's
and then
true.
you don't have to go out and get them.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily have to have a specific recipe in mind. Just buy them.
Just buy them.
Exactly.
And then make sure you eat them.
Yeah.
Don't waste them. If you buy them, put them on a shelf where you can see them. Cut them up when you get home so that you're more likely to throw them into a meal.
You're so much more organized than me. I can't get over it.
I'm not that organized. I talk like I am on TV.
Well, then I accept.
Yeah, I'm not.
So once this is ready, we're going to take a little platter action here. Just hold that for me.
Sure.
And I'm going to beautify this.
You're going to make a beautiful platter.
Yeah, so I'm just going to put down these lovely noodles. And no, you know what? I have a better idea.
Okay.
Let's put the noodles in with everything.
All right. We're freestyling now.
Because I can see that there's lots of gorgeous sauce in there.
Yeah.
And I want it to get all over those beautiful noodles. And look at how fun this is. I've got 2 utensils.
See, See, I couldn't do that.
Yes, you could.
Have some coordination.
Here, you know what you can do? You can put it on the platter.
I will do that.
There
do you
you
want
go.
it? Do you want it to be noodle first?
Oh, you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
And then once it's on the platter and you're ready to go to the table, the kitchen table, you're gonna garnish it with some lime juice.
Okay.
And a little bit of crunchy fried shallots. Now you can get those in the grocery store. It's just like a crunchy little thing you can throw on top.
And I'm gonna throw some of my chicken in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the stove off and I'm gonna get started over here on number 2.